Yo, yo, yo. It's the mayor. The mayor. I'm jumping on him, man. I'm finally gonna speak on my alma mater. As y'all probably know, it's been all in the news. And I was unfortunately there. The time is over to where you can go somewhere and enjoy yourself and have fun, man. People call them YNs. I'm gonna call, what I say I'm gonna call them? TBs. Ain't no YNs, they TBs, titty babies. That don't know how to control their emotions. From my understanding, and from what I heard, the situation, the whole time, this person that turned into these people that committed an act that injured, I'm for sure one female, and it was serious injuries. Didn't have nothing to do with nothing, as it always end up being. As it always end up being. Because for one, you know, it just puts me in the mind of a child. When they don't get their way, they throw tantrums, they tab their toys, they tab their rooms, they don't care. Mama, daddy just bought that toy, mama, daddy just bought that gaming system because mama, daddy won't give them a couple dollars, give them some Robux or get a new skin on Call of Duty. They throw a whole fit. And I break the play, you know, we gonna say the PlayStation 5 that cost $700. They ain't thinking about the value. They'll tear that up over something that costs a percentage of what the whole system costs because they don't get their way. That's why I always say I wish I could just snap and go back to like 95, 96. Just the 90s period. I'd take it up to about 98, but anything after that, I don't want it. And it's sad to say it's our offspring. It's sad to say that we done got so far away from the teaching. That's why they display their behavior and the anger, the way they display it, with no care of nothing else. Nothing else. But I am gonna say, and I know this ain't gonna be like, but I know it's gonna be agreed with. Like Pop said on Friday, it's sissified. I would have liked to see a good squabble, a good fight, and I would have understood that, cause that's what we did. Cause you can get up and walk away from that. You might have a lump here, crooked nose, you know, teeth knocked out or whatever. But that's dealing with you and that person. It's nobody else. It's nobody else. And the most that can happen is somebody being hurt, somebody picking up something, you know. But we didn't think about that. You know, it was straight from the shoulders. How your repo game is. You might get slammed on your neck or your shoulder. You just better come all the way and not half the way. And ain't no way that anybody can make me understand or justify the actions. You shot one time. Not shot one time. You shot one time, but there was multiple shots. Then you come across the front. Shoot again. Then you get on the other side. Shoot again. And I heard the story, and I'm going to just say I heard, you know, allegedly what it's about. 5 years done passed. That's why people used to say back in the day, and the old heads used to tell us, don't give away nothing you can't stand to lose. Don't give away nothing you can't stand to lose. And I'm gonna just say it like that. And I heard possibly it makes sense, whether it was some that was given and not given back or some that was took. But at the end of the day, why put hundreds of possibly 1,000 people in danger? But I'm gonna just say close to 1,000 people in danger, and it's finna be over with. The thing was shutting down. Man, y'all so-called people that call themselves so-called OGs, I know y'all know these little dudes. I know y'all know these little dudes. I know y'all know these little dudes. If I knew who it was, I'm pretty sure I know somebody that's kin or next to them or over them. You know what I'm saying? They're not my age. They're, like I said, they're my kids' age. They could be my kids. So if it's not your seed or if it's your nephew or something like that, if y'all real OGs, when y'all hear about these situations, because y'all hear about it before it happened, I guarantee you, because that's what they come out there for. If y'all real OGs and y'all get to hearing, hey man, oh y'all go do this if y'all, oh y'all look, oh y'all know such go be there, or y'all go do this when y'all see, cut it off right then and say, hey, tell you what. Cause everybody can get in touch with everybody through this social media. People that I've been said, people don't even have to have your number to be able to get in touch with you. I don't use the word hate now. I'm hesitating to say it now. I hate this social media and what it's brought. I know for a fact it would have been used for a totally different purpose if it would have been introduced like it is now with these phones where we can record and all this. In my time and our time when we was in high school, we just had to learn how to type. Internet just had kicked in, we just got emails to where we could send emails, we had AOL or dial-up, you know what I'm saying? Slow internet, you know what I'm saying? But we had internet. It was the introduction of the information highway. But I know it would have been used for a different thing. We had, man, you know how we used to communicate? Three-way. Hey, call such on your three-way. We might have 12 people, 4 people call up you know, 4 people use that three-way, you end up with what, 4 times 4, 16? You know what I'm saying? 16 people, but we on there, everybody on that lot of, that's how you met new people, even that's even how you met new people from cross town. I'm over here in Woodlawn. They over there in Shades Valley. Or they over here in Phillip. They over here in Irwin. They over here in Wood. We know, that's how you met people. You met people and people clicked and got together over the energy, over the phone, how you talked to them, how funny you was, or how much of a gentleman you was, how much of a nice lady you was, you know what I'm saying? How you sounded on the phone, if you was a sweet person, a sweet female, you know what I'm saying? We used to write letters, man, and watch the mailbox, you know what I'm saying? Beepers was out at this time. Beepers was out, that was the closest thing. He beep you, and then when the first cell phone not after the big boys was like Ericsson, and then you could buy prepaid cards, and then it came T-Mobile. Now it was PowerTel. You could buy. It was free after 7, first minute free on weekends. Y'all remember that? You know what I'm saying? But we did what we did with the technology we had, but it was still a time where even with that little bit of technology, oh, you call somebody, you put them hands on them. Only time anything lethal came into play is a person was, it wasn't that a person was outmatched. You just got whooped if you was outmatched. But it is if a person was, physically disabled, like just said, accident, now they just got one arm or ain't got no, no legs or, yeah, them dudes played with, pistol. And the other ones was the ones that was feared, on that type time, call out of, a couple, y'all, I'm just say danger, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know, yeah, but even them type of people weren't coming bothering us. We were kids. We were teenagers. And then, even then, if something got out of hand, dealing with like gangs, and if your name was big enough or the situation was big enough, even then the OGs from different gangs, got involved and got it situated. You know what I'm saying? Well, y'all go one on one. Ain't nobody go jump. But for that to happen yesterday, man, and like I said, from allegedly what I heard, I'm stuff run across my desk. You know what I'm saying? 5 years. I ain't gonna put all your business out there, partner, because it might not be right. I don't even know who you is, like I said. But from what I heard, something from back in the day, and you laid a demonstration down. Y'all call that standing on business. I don't call that standing on business. That ain't standing on business. That ain't standing on business to me. That's. I'm gonna just say that's not. Not to offend nobody. That ain't standing on business. That ain't standing on business. Tell you how you handle a person that don't do right by you. You keep succeeding, and they'll suffer enough watching from the outside while you win. You don't put yourself in no situation to either lose your or go. And I'm gonna put this in now. You don't lose your that the people that love you lose you, or still the people that love you lose you, and you go back. And I'm saying all that to say that, man. I mean, I know my voice don't matter who, but you get no points. You get no points. Because it don't make sense. And if it makes sense to you, then I kind of feel bad for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm always open to share and talk to. I sit around and talk to these type of dudes all day, every day. Well, I ain't gonna say all day, every day, because I don't even go in them areas like that no more, because I know better, because I know what I'm dealing with. I'm dealing with these tenders, chicken tender babies. You know what I'm saying? Noodle babies. You know what I'm saying? You had the guts to stand up to these people and take back what's ours. Taco Bell babies, McDonald's babies. You know what I'm saying? Not that, cabbage and cornbread and baked chicken, but macaroni and cheese. Stuff that was cooked with love. Eating Kool-Aid. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see no point. I didn't see no point, and I ain't gonna see no point in what happened. But that's just me. I mean, that's my opinion. My opinion don't matter to nobody but me. But out of all these years, that never happened. And I only been to 3. And the other day, I was on there only probably at the most 45 minutes. One of my homegirls, well, I'm gonna say schoolmates, stopped me and were like, you asking when this, you supposed to know, you supposed to be in the group. I don't be on Facebook. I'm not on the Blue app. I don't care nothing about it, because to me, it's a bunch of fake breaking and saying, all them saying sound good, but everybody want to make like everybody against them, on them. But tell the side of where it's coming from. Don't nobody want to be accountable for what they do. Just like these people did all that and running. But you hard though. You was hard enough to pull that, you know what I'm saying? But now you running. I know back in the day that did stuff and stood there, broad daylight. I know people that with with the folks exchange. Yeah, that's what I call standing on business. But man, to put people lives that you don't know who go get, man, come on, man. How y'all call that standing on business? How y'all call that? It's sad, man. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna end it at this. It need to stop. But like I said, who am I? I hope one person hear this and say, yeah, I agree. And I'm good with that. You know, but I just wanted to speak on that and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? The ones that know who I am, they know who I am, but you know, on here I'm known as the mayor. And I'm checking out. But I'm gonna say this before I check out. I don't know. I know the face, but I don't know the name. The coordinator of the alumni week. You know, just sit back and blueprint. You know, I know you hated that happen, but don't let that stop what you done built with the school and with the the alma mater, the different alma maters. You just know it's a cutoff line. It's a cutoff line. Sometimes you can't, you know, that's like a family member that go. If they get there, they get the drinking, and that gonna be a problem. So Uncle Leo, Uncle Leon can't come. He gonna get drunk. He gonna act a fool. So you might not invite Uncle Leon, or you might limit Uncle Leon. You know what I'm saying? You just playing it. Prepare. As they say, the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevent poor performance. And I'm gonna leave it at that, man. If I come to another one, you know, I'll see y'all there. If I don't come to another one, y'all enjoy yourself as y'all been doing. I hate that happen, but I know y'all ain't gonna let one, as they old folks say, that let one monkey stop no show, you know. But that wasn't it. Whoever that was, whatever that was about, it wasn't worth messing up everybody day. Everybody day. And especially that lady, that young lady that got hit. So again, I'm just me. Voice my opinion. It don't mean nothing to nobody but me and that man upstairs. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, the mayor, I'm out. You know what I'm saying?